historical sex toys. But I did get you a merkin today.
Wig.
Spirit gum?
Just need the master hand.
The master hand?
Gotta use bite super. Ah! Roll the opening.
Hello!
Welcome back to
What's Safeword?
I'm Amp.
I'm Mr Kristofer.
And today,
we are not dead.
no, oh god. But some of these people might be. Now, every museum has a treasure trove of hidden objects, and sometimes those objects are very clear as to what they are, while other times they have like deep, dark, or even like sexual undertones. And some of them are really basic, while others are like these hidden gems.
Wait,
you know?
why'd you point at me?
What?
Rude. I saw that. I
Yeah.
can see you. And while we're not old enough to be in a museum yet, especially me, we do have some items that could be.
Today we're gonna open up some boxes while we open up our brain holes, and I'm gonna test Daddy on some historical sex facts while playing with some historical sex toys.
Brain holes. Do you need lube for brain holes?
First item. Daddy, have you ever heard of a merkin?
A merkin. Yes, a merkin is the fake hair that goes over crotch hair, where crotch hair is supposed to be. It's like a crotch wig.
So that's actually very accurate.
Thank you.
Wig.
Wig.
And while nowadays scaping of the pubic area is very common, and some people even call you barbarian if you don't do it properly,
Wig.
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 I'm more of a like, you know, let it grow, let it grow.
I think barbarian's a little harsh.
I'm not calling people, although barbarians are hot.
What about Neanderthals?
See, they're in a museum.
See? Apropos for today.
Now this guy right here can be seen selling some of the original merkins back in the day, and while every young lady had it covering up their genitals with some luscious locks, the year 1450 was actually called the year of the Malkin or the merkin.
I think you put it on the wrong place because it looks like it's on his face. But merkins did gain popularity between the 17th and 19th century.
And there was a specific reason, generally, why they were worn. So Daddy, your first question today, as we get into history facts,
Okay.
Why were merkins originally worn? A, for warmth, B, for religious reasons, or C, for cleanliness?
I don't think for warmth, so I'm gonna rule that out.
Although some merkins were very like thick and dense animal fur.
Dummy thick.
That just seems itchy. So I'm gonna say cleanliness.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
Now, let's say maybe you got something you gotta clean up down there. Sometimes we get, you know, some little crustaceans.
Oh, so it stopped spreading crabs.
Well, not just that, but back in the days, lice and scabies were very popular. So shaving your head was more hygienic. And if you wanted to really, you know, go the full, you would also shave downstairs until the merkin was used to simulate pubic hair, but keep it actually clean because you didn't want to get any bugs down there.
But would they leave the merkin on during sex? And if so, did they cut a little hole?
I don't know, but I did get you a merkin today for the episode just so you could.
Oh my god. What is that?
Now this is the only kind of merkin I could find online, but it comes in all sorts of colors. It's got a lace front. Did you know that Cleopatra, much like the gourd bees that we've talked about before for dildos,
Not the bees.
she was actually thought to have popularized merkins back in the day as well because it looked, because it was like customary that everyone shaved their pubic area except for like really high noble people.
Because they could have lice. They had royal lice.
There was this guy, this bisexual guy in college, gave me crabs, it's fine. The crabs are bi too.
I don't know how this goes. What does this go around? Does this go around your balls? Oh, so this goes in between your legs. I see. So you could poke a hole in it.
I get, although they didn't have lace fronts back then, so I don't know.
Wig.
Either way, even nowadays in cinema, we have seen merkins here or there.
How'd they stick it on? Do you lick it?
No, probably spirit gum.
Spirit gum?
Not down there, no.
Oh
But I
my
mean,
God.
like, nowadays, merkins are worn for sexy comic effect and things like scary movies, but they have a time and a place.
Time and place.
Scary movie, even Sex and the City was said to have used a merkin at some point.
Oh, I think I remember that episode.
Yeah, but they're interesting.
I know.
But I look good with the beard.
Actually, that looks very good on you.
It does?
Yeah.
Which leads us to our next item, Daddy. Do you wanna open that up?
Just making sure it's not buzzing. Exactly.
But there was actually a reason for the popularization of more vibrating or insertable toys back in the day. Do you remember what that might be?
Am I supposed to?
Keep opening the box. Woo! Oh no, oh no.
Arnar.
Peanuts!
Be very careful.
2 seconds later.
I mean, this is your place, so that's not...
What is this? Are you doing ASMR?
I love that sound. Now, back in the day, it was thought that women needed help in certain areas of their body because they had, you know, fevers and rashes and were just too distracted by all the men. And there was actually a condition that was made up by doctors that this tool was used to cure, quote unquote cure.
This box smells old. How old is this?
Patent number 1392, the blood circulator.
The blood circulator.
Macaura's. Oh, it's so cool.
What? How? What?
Now, before we test this out, Daddy, what made-up condition do you think this used to cure in women? A, Munchausen,
So I am
B,
confusion.
Millfilis, or C, hysteria?
I don't know the other two, so I'm going to say hysteria.
Now, this one was really easy. I made up Millfilis.
Yeah, I say
Mom.
the other ones sound made up.
And A, Munchausen is actually the word for when a patient fakes a disease or like
Oh.
a sickness. So I thought that was really funny. 'cause
That's
that was
hilarious.
Maybe the other way. Okay, wait. Maybe.
What does it do? Is it a vibrator? Oh. This is a hand crank vibrator.
This. Okay. So you're right. It was a made-up disease called hysteria, but during the late 1800s through the early 1900s, physicians administered pelvic massages involving clitoral stimulation by early electronic vibrators or even hand-cranked ones, like seen here, the Dr. Macaura's Pulsicon blood circulator. And as Daddy is demonstrating, it's a hand-crank pump that would be used to stimulate women down below because they were hysterical.
Well, they'd actually get more hysterical with this, wouldn't they? As they get into more.
Okay, well,
Naughty! Don't stop! Yes! Yes!
here, why don't you stimulate the
It's
popcorn?
very loud.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, get down on it.
Oh, I think I went through it. This is cool. So this is really an antique.
Now, back in the day, they thought that vibrations could cure many things, from rheumatism to hysteria to headaches, which is not wrong. And this was even thought to have 5,000 vibrations a minute, depending on how strong the person was. Though, imagine that being inside someone too. Not as a handle, but
Yeah, I got that part. Would this cure Locktober?
there's only one way to find out. You can't play with this on YouTube, Daddy, but you can play with it later, okay? I was just really excited to find one of these. You know how hard this was to find?
No, how hard was it to find? I bet you're gonna tell me.
This thing is so cool. It's so well kept. And as a sex nerd myself, I'm just really excited to own it and annoy all of my neighbors.
It is super loud. That would cause hysteria.
Yeah, and like, there's no subtlety to this.
No.
Like, if you were getting it on to the Pulsicon, it was
Your
very
parents,
loud.
Your parents sleeping in the other room.
Do you like this one?
I do like this one. This is very fun.
You're a little hysterical already, I think.
I know, it's
Okay,
great.
Okay. And next item. The art of surprise to catch you off guard and talk about today's sponsor, Helix Sleep. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. How do these two numbskulls not only look great, but sleep great? Well, with today's sponsor, Helix Sleep. Now, I know it's not a microphone, but I'm enticed to just talk into it like a microphone. Also, fucking idiots. I don't know if that was gas or a clever cut in editing just to hide the fact that I probably forgot a line for a second there, but today's video is sponsored by Helix Sleep, who make premium mattresses and bedding customized to your needs and is one of our longest running sponsors here on What's the Safe Word. And the nice thing about Helix is they know that everybody is different and they're able to use a Helix Sleep quiz, which is a quiz that you can take by yourself or with a partner to find the mattress that is perfect for you. Where you can tell them your name, your age, your height, your weight, as well as your preferred sleeping positions. We generally prefer side or back, and your firmnesses. And I'm more of a medium while Daddy's kind of firm.
I like it super hard.
Oh. And maybe you were destroyed by COVID entirely and you just have aches and pains in the morning. You can even let them know about that. Anyway, all that to say, we ended up taking the quiz and we got the what, Daddy?
Dusk Lux.
Which we have had for over 3 years now, both of us independently, our own mattresses. And Daddy, how are you sleeping?
Like a rock.
But they also are getting awards for the best mattresses for sex. And with a hybrid combination of foam and springs, they ship right to your door, quick and easy, as well as free in the US.
Some scissors or... Oh my God! Do not try this at home.
And then they make this patented Daddy sound that sounds like...
Nay, psh, nay, psh, nay.
Unlike other brands, Helix mattresses do not contain fiberglass, which can be harmful to your health. The best part though is that Helix Sleep delivers directly to your door with free shipping in the US, comes rolled up in a box, and they even give you a 100-night sleep trial. Over 3 months you get to try it for free, a 10-year warranty, and financing options and flexible payment plans. And this month specifically, Helix is doing a Cyber Week sale. And during this Cyber Week sale, which you can see the details down below, I can't think of a better time or a better gift to have during the holidays for maybe yourself or someone in your life that just needs better sleep. So check out Helix Sleep at the link down below, helixsleep.com/watt, and you too can get 25% off and 2 free pillows on us. Helix Sleep, thank you again for sponsoring this and many other episodes. Now on to the next toy. Now this next question is called Pope Problem.
Pope problems?
Yeah, Pope,
like
you know.
problems for the Pope? Okay. He's got a lot.
Now, have you ever heard of Pope Joan?
Joan?
Yeah.
Was Pope Joan female?
Well,
Spoilers.
that's the problem. Now, it's said by historians,
Hysterical historians?
they weren't hysterical yet, probably because the Pope.
They didn't use that.
That's true. Now, it's said by historians, for many years have grappled with legends of Pope Joan, mostly because her story seems more like a Monty Python skit than a historical account. Now, it's said that Pope Joan actually reigned for a few years, concealing her sex under long robes. But the jig was up when she dismounted a horse, and papal procession said that she popped out a baby.
What? How did she hide being pregnant?
Now, what was unknown at the time was that Joan was a woman and was actually brought into power unceremoniously or accidentally.
So is that why they wear long robes? Because of Joan?
No, but that might be why they have chastity belts now. What became known of Joan, we will never fully know because it's said by many people that she died during childbirth, but then other people said she was bludgeoned to death by an angry crowd of religious people.
So her name became Unknown Joan.
Regardless, though, after the Great Jonaning,
Jonaning. The Jones have eyes.
But after the Great Jonaning and fiasco that ensued, papal men who were going to be going for Pope had to undergo a religious ceremony of sorts, using what object, Daddy? A ball checking chair, B, a collection plate, or C, a ceremonial penis sock. Again,
Ooh.
to prove that they were men because only men can rule things in religion.
I want the ball chair.
Ball
I
chair?
want a ball chair.
Okay.
Is there a ball chair?
Now, I wasn't able to find an actual ball chair, but imagine, if you will, with this chair, that you could also check all sorts of genitals. Respectfully, we're not being misogynistic. Anyone can use this, honestly. Sex toys, unlike some really terrible people in the world, don't care about your sex or gender. They just want you to have fun, you know? Now, the ball checking chair was called the Sedina Circularia, or the dung chair. While a cardinal confirmed their manhood and they sat in place, was how they were confirmed.
Okay, this is the gayest religion ever. So how did they confirm? Did he slide under the ball chair?
It looks like
Oh,
that.
he did?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you just got everything on display. It's a real thing.
Okay.
I'm not making this up. The ball checking chair, again, was made to use and check for the manhood. The hole seems a tad big for the job, looking at the picture, but as long as you
Well,
can
how
see
else are you
everything.
gonna get your tongue in there?
Of course, some historians are still skeptical that there was ever a female pope, but the chair literally exists. You can't make that up. You can't make that up. And also, what would it be so bad if there was a woman pope? Like,
So then I have been doing the Lord's work every weekend because I use my ball checking chair almost weekly.
And I'm on my knees every day, so, you know.
Amen.
Oh my god, your St. Andrew's cross just turned upside down. It's possessed by a gay demon.
Demon twink.
What is a demon twink?
A demon twink is like almost any twink. They have way too much energy.
Now, our next historical item should be right up your alley. You're very familiar with it, but it starts by just talking about how sex wasn't always so stigmatized back in the day. Like, sex within Greek and Rome and even Egypt, like, there was a lot of sexuality about people.
Yeah, have you not seen Caligula?
What did you just do with your mouth?
Caligula. Roman orgies were the best.
I know, and bathhouses were very popular.
Yes.
Now, back in the day, Roman brides often deflowered themselves on wooden or stone phalluses of Hermes, Priapus, or Tatinus before their wedding night because they believed that it would lead to their firstborn being strong and, you know, just healthy. Now, even Cleopatra was said to have that fashioned gourd of bees, but probably the most inventive thing happened in the 5th century AD when Greek women would often lube up their Give me a sec. When Greek women would often lube up their Olisbokollix.
What's an Olisbokollix?
Olisbokollix, that's the name of the word.
Okay.
So here's your question, Daddy. What is an Olisbokollix? A wooden phallus made from something that's broken from your furniture. B, an unused loaf of bread. Or C, long stones kept in communal fertility gardens.
Okay, so I don't think you want to use broken furniture inside of you, so I'm gonna rule that one out.
What if they whittled it?
That seems even more problematic.
Wood was very popular.
I don't want
throughout
whittled
history.
wood in me. Not even a whittle bit.
What about a big bit?
Not a whittle bit. And then, so I'm gonna say, and a loaf of bread, unless it's like a tapered sourdough.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the rock in the fertility garden. No.
It should have been a clue when I brought breakfast.
It was bread?
When I was hungry, I would say to my grandparents, may I please have bread?
I got you some baguettes.
Oh my god.
What'd you call me?
I know what I'm doing on my fan sites next.
No! So, an Olisbokollix, and if I'm saying that wrong, I'm so sorry, or a bread dildo, was used around the 5th century AD, about 2,000 years ago, when Greek women would often lube up hardened breadsticks with olive oil to state their hankering for sourdough. Oh my god, get that out. You're gonna demonetize.
No, I'm just eating it. They can't demonetize me for eating.
The Babylonian Talmud offers another example where bread is used as a means to cause, or, cause, we can't say the word, but it would cause. And bread was even thought to have medicinal purposes in this regard. They thought that like the sourdough and the baking process had like good energy and things. And what are you?
It's so good.
There were even some vases throughout history that literally depicted bread salesmen that were very sexual. So like, it's not just a made up thing.
What happens to bread when you get lube on it though?
I can't wait to hear how it goes later. Certainly brings a new meaning to putting some love in your oven, you know?
It's chewy too.
Good. Well, that's not from the 2000s years ago.
It kind of tastes like it is.
That's from the bakery down the street. Oh my god. You just need to go to the bakery and tell them that their Olisbokollix are great. See if they know what that means. And to our viewers at home, please don't stick food inside of yourselves.
Don't do that. No.
The yeast and the sourdough, we don't want you to get an infection.
Not unless you use hot sauce.
Quite literally. No hot sauce. Which leads us, Daddy, to our final item today.
Okay.
Now, we love money.
So join our Patreon.
Yeah, you want to buy some merch? You want to spend a little coin?
Cajitas wares, if you have coin.
Where are you going with this?
Brothel tokens.
Brothel tokens?
The way we look at currency in our economy and society changes sometimes. You have literal things like bitcoins to money that does change and fluctuate. And back in the day, there was such a thing called a brothel token.
Ooh, what's that?
It was something that you purchased, let's say in the Old West, or even back in the Roman and Greek times for bathhouses, that you would exchange money, or however much it was worth at the time, for a token for a sexual good of some sort from a lovely provocateur, usually a lady.
Oh my god. Are these real?
These are called brothel tokens, brothel coins, and these are replicas from the Wild West. They're not real, but you do get a sense for and can see how some of these might be a little problematic. And definitely misogynistic. We do want to call that out when we talk about brothel tokens.
I don't know why you say that. It's good for $1 in trade girls, whiskey, tobacco.
And from some of them that say all night for $3, you got some that are actually like fashioned after some of the hotels themselves.
And this one is the biggest cock prize. Good for all night.
And some of them even have like the actual saloons on there. So that one is from Rosie's Place. These coins were not only thought to be good for sometimes drinks, definitely for some fun with some ladies, hopefully consensually, but also they were great for actually marketing purposes back in the day as well, is what they were said to be used for. Like this one is, this one's from San Francisco.
This one's Kitty's Cat House, home for tigers. Ah! So they had furries.
No, they had Merkins.
This one's Lily's Saloon, 1 pinch of gold dust for 1 screw. So all you needed was a little pinch of the gold dust.
Well, back in the gold rush days, you know, as it were, instead of flagging hankies, maybe you flagged brothel tokens.
Oh, and this one's from Yuma, Arizona territory. 12 beautiful young ladies to assist you.
Wow.
You got 12 for 1 little token.
Which leads us, Daddy, to our next question.
Do I have a brothel token for me?
No. My real question is, do you give these to your tricks when you're done for the night?
Good for 1 Mr. Kristofer.
I'm gonna start, whenever I have like fun, sexy encounters with friends, I'm gonna give them one of these as like a thank
token.
you.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Which leads us to our next question, Daddy. Which one of these is a real brothel token?
Oh, there's one that's actually real? I'm gonna say they all look alike, but this one looks like the oldest.
Let me see. Which one? $3 all night. Okay, who's it from?
Screw two
No,
ladies.
no, that's not real. And also, none of them are real. I told you they were all replicas.
Oh.
Trick question. Gotcha.
That's not fair.
That's too damn bad!
Now, even scholar Laura Elizabeth Sharding said that in her like actual documentation of brothel tokens, many people thought that they weren't a thing for real. Like they thought that people were just making these up, but there is actual evidence in the Wild West that people use them in brothels or bars, and they even used it in Greek and Roman time for bathhouses and like lockers within those bathhouses. But I bet you they used them for some other stuff back in the day too.
What were the Greek ones made out of? Stone?
In Rome, a sperintia was thought to be a small bronze or brass Roman token that depicted an image of sexual acts or symbols. One idea is that it was possibly used in brothels, although none of the literature really contains the specific acts that you got, so it was at least used in suburban baths.
You might have to go to the sex museum to find that out.
So full circle moment, like tokens, toys, even bread can be seen throughout history, causing not only pleasure, but getting a little economics on. And if you do have any brothel tokens in your repertoire, it is kind of customary to be like, thanks for the lay, here you go, see you next time.
Thank you.
It should be noted that there are actual historical brothel tokens. These, of course, aren't real, but they're still fun, and you can find them all over Etsy, Amazon, and a number of places where they like drill out and they say, you know, antique brothel token. It's really just a gag gift nowadays.
I still want one that says Mr. Kristofer on it.
Well, get coining. Make a coin design. Yeah, you gotta make like a little like stamp, and then we can mold stuff, and yeah, we'll give people a, what would the Kristofer token be worth?
Not much.
They're such good replicas, they even leave dirt and grossness on your hands. I think they literally dirtied those coins. Yeah, wash your hands.
My hands are brown.
You never know where those coins have been. Or who they've been in, I guess. So Daddy, did you enjoy today's history lesson?
I did, it's fascinating. I like the hysterical Joan one the best.
And I liked the Pulsica. It's so cool! Wow! And that was popcorn all in it. Does that feel nice?
It does actually feel good. Ooh, you can use this on my feet later. It is so loud though.
What?
Do they have a muffler?
No, that's the other attachment.
The muffler's for the Merkin.
But regardless, guys, if you guys enjoyed kind of this historical deep dive into some sex toys that did exist throughout history, let us know. We can maybe do this again. I did find a few other objects in my searches and histories, and I do love a good history dive.
And if you like our videos, please like them down below and ring that bell if you want to be notified of the next one.
But regardless of using antiques or getting sex toys from the real sex shops nowadays, always have a safe word. And today's safe word is
hysteria!
Because this is gonna drive me wild. And probably our editor, I'm so sorry, that's terrible audio.
Oh, sorry.
Regardless, thank you for watching. Sorry, I won't attack you with my Pulsicon. And we will see y'all next week. Bye!
Bye!
I feel like we need to like name him.
You know, Pulsicon sounds like something on Star Trek, though.
When I bought it, I actually thought that this pulsed like that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was just like a massager that way, but it still makes sense.
Maybe if you added bees.
Okay, no, we're gonna.